and that's the proper way to open it.
The best part with Nicole's birthday, chocolate cake.
After 5 weeks in St. Anne and Le Marin, it's time to move to a new location. It's also now allowed to sail freely around Martinique without any restrictions or reporting your position. But first I'm gonna do some service on my generator, as it's less rolly here on the inside and perfect spot for this job. I moved closer to the shops and the marina again, just before Eivind and Maria left to the outside of St. Anne for a planned work on Harald's boat. I still had a few things organized, such as getting fuel, diesel and filling up my scuba bottles. On B3 I can operate my anchor from both cockpit and from the bow, which is very convenient when sailing solo. We Norwegians are famous for our voluntary work to help others, with Norwegian word called dugnad. We had planned to clean the whole of Harald's boat, so with Nicole, Eivind, Maria and me this should go pretty fast. Even though it has been pretty full of barnacles after sitting still for such a long time due to the lockdown. We prefer to do this job outside of St. Anne as it's clean water, and not inside Le Marin where it's called the poo water basin. Satisfied with the job well done, I had to rinse my scuba equipment and spent the rest of this evening to chill down and rest the muscles I did not know I had before they hurt after this work. Early next morning I was heading over to Ramsalt, starting this day with a birthday breakfast for Nicole.
Happy birthday!
Takk! Så jeg har fått ballonger på bursdagen og greier.
Hey, what's going on? It's the birthday committee making a birthday breakfast for Nicole. Oh, a birthday child here.
Hello!
That's why we are on Ramsalt. Hey, what's going on down here?
We're making breakfast.
Birthday breakfast for Nicole. So we have some rusty, I think it's called, and some lefse, and some green stuff on the side. Oh, looking good. And Maria is working on
Scrambled eggs.
Hey. Amazing.
Yeah, hopefully.
And I have to tell everyone this is early in the morning.
The balloons went missing. The balloons went drifting, so Thomas is off on a rescue mission. Yay! Woo! Good job!
And we have Harald here again.
Going back to our boats, as we are planning to do a short sail towards Grand Anse. I have a few things to sort out first, so I will catch up with them later. My boat is super easy to handle alone, as it's just push button and electric winches. In these light rolly conditions with strong current, it was a good opportunity to do some tests, checking how the different autopilot setups worked and compare the Garmin versus Raymarine. Also testing my GoPro cameras that I have mounted several places in order to find good spots for future recordings. I think it's really impressive to see how it turned out with the GoPro 7. The stabilizer in these tiny cameras is really amazing. I'm only sailing with my Genoa today as it's a short sail and I don't want it to end too fast. So I made myself another cup of coffee and really enjoyed this moment of sailing, being free to sail around Martinique without any restrictions. And of course relieved and happy that B3 have given back my freedom while under sail again Nova's both separate autopilot works as they are supposed to. With only one sail out, cruising between 7 and 8 knots, I was almost getting too fast to my next destination. Passing this famous diamond rock that raises 175 meters above the sea level. And finally anchored at almost the same spot I had 14 months ago. As I'm a bit later than my friends, I had to just hurry over for the continuing of Nicole's birthday celebration. best part with Nicole's birthday. Chocolate cake from Ramsal. So we're doing the Scandinavian style. We drink with both hands. Champagne and beer. Cheers.
I've learned working in hospitality. One of the proper sommeliers that I worked with, he told me when you open a bottle of sparkling wine or champagne, it shouldn't be louder than a baby's fart when you open it. So it should just be a little, and that's the proper way to open it.
And how was this again, Nicole?
It shouldn't be louder than a baby's fart when you open it.
Så
So it's just
brura! Vi får se hvordan du oppfører det.
Ja, kan bli cockpit för dig.
Cheers!
And the cordon bleu is a very traditional dish, French dish. It's veal.
One of the best things with sailing around the world is all the cool people I meet. Like this group of Norwegians I've been hanging out with for a while now. Last time I was in Martinique, I also had a good time here.
What are you cooking, Fabio?
I cook. This is for you.
This is for me.
This is a cocktail with tequila.
Okay.
Strawberry, apple from Santa Lucia, no? Apple?
Yes, very special apple.
Okay.
I can show you.
And
It's called a love apple.
it's,
Wow.
it's different. It's nice, eh?
That's nice, yeah. Cool.
And now I prepare for you the risotto with mushroom and parmigiano. You have friend Italian friend, no?
Yes, yes.
It's difficult,
He's
eh,
also
for me.
also named Fabio, you know?
Yes,
Yeah. I like to call him my Atlantic chef
Gorgonzola with spinach.
because he was kind of doing magical things in the kitchen during the crossing, you know? So looks like you know what you're doing also. Awesome.
Starting my day with a morning swim in this crisp clear water here in Grand Anse, Martinique, before having my breakfast and prepare for today's project. If you remember, I bought a lot of beer in Panama before sailing towards Martinique that exploded during the sail. I thought I had managed to save more than 100 cans, but unfortunately they still explode. But before starting on today's task, I need some breakfast and to enjoy my quiet morning in paradise. So okay, today's project is to empty my forward cabin for beers because the beer cans is still popping. Also my bow thruster is drenched in beer, so I have to try to clean it, fix it, and rewire some cables. So come on, I will show you. So hot in here. So it's just to start to take out this. So leaking. Unfortunately, I now have lots of good beer that I just have to pour out. The weird thing is you cannot always see where they are leaking. Some even still have some sparkling left. I'm no expert in beer cans, but this seems to be made of very thin aluminium, like the one used around candies. Not much. So they are so thin, like you can do. I think it's just like paper.
All the way when you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way, and face that shit another
Cables and connectors marinated in beer is not recommended. I spent rest of my day cleaning, disabling, spraying, rewiring and was hoping for the best. I have succeeded. My bow thruster is working again, so I guess sometimes I can be lucky also. This day I have decided to have a lazy day without any work or video editing. Just enjoy the beautiful weather in this stunning bay and have a Creole lunch at the beach together with Øyvind and Maria. It's so nice to be able to go out, have lunch again when the Martinique has opened. Enjoying my last evening in Grand Anse and ready to move towards Grand Anse tomorrow morning. I had forgot how rolly this anchors is, with these frequent tsunami machines passing close the whole day. So it's only gonna be a short stop before crossing over to Fort de France on the other side. It's not always sunshine, and suddenly the weather changed fast with light thunderstorms and heavy rain showers. It's a perfect opportunity to try to be productive and make videos. So actually the video you are watching today is partly edited today. And as the weather became much better, I decided to go for a walk and explore this tiny place before it gets dark. Leaving Grand Anse, crossing this fjord towards Fort de France, going by engine as it's just 20 minutes sail and I don't bother having all the work with the sails and the lazy bag. And drop my anchor where it has been sitting several times last year as well. And today I want to walk to the top of the hill in the background to take in the view of Fort de France. Very often the best location is where the church or chapel is. At least that's my experience from lots of places. And especially in Greece, where you always find a beautiful tiny chapel on the top of a hill overlooking the bay. And also here in Fort de France I could experience the same phenomenon and just take in this view of the capital of Martinique. And as B3 is sitting on anchor out there in the bay, I can even see my floating home from here. Harald is an old friend from Norway. In fact, we were almost neighbors back in Norway. He's also a solo sailor and have tons of experience from decades of sailing also in Greece. It's quite fun not to only be a bunch of Norwegians here, but being two boats together with the same home port, Tønsberg, is more than I ever could expect. This evening Harald has invited me over to his boat Sofia for dinner. And now it's weekend again and we are gonna enjoy it here in Fort de France. Waiting for Øyvind and Maria to catch up with us later.
Hey, what's going on?
Mat skal det bli! Spaghetti, champignon, pølsesnadder og litt sånn hva heter det da?
Ferdig mat.
Tomato something.
So today it's Harald making spaghetti. Yay!
Fantastisk.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe.